Hello friends, here's טהורי, a certified tax advisor. In our corner today, we'll check where it's advisable for us to invest. Real estate in Israel or real estate abroad. Let's start. In Israel, we have quite a few advantages worth considering carefully before taking money out of Israel. The first advantage is familiarity. Great with the system kit in Israel and with the laws. Here in Israel, we are very familiar with the existing taxation. We know the laws and regulations, what needs to happen, how to buy a house, how to sell one. Most of us already have one or two assets. We're quite familiar with the matter. And compared to another guy, we lack knowledge, and each country has a different approach, requiring us to research and closely follow a professional. In Israel, the tax on income from selling a property is lower compared to our tax abroad. Moreover, in Israel, I can get credit points and exemptions among other benefits. In terms of tax on the income from trading the apartment, the example I have of that apartment abroad, in Israel, I have the option to pay 10% on all my assets, which are properties and residences, and with that, I have concluded the matter, a simple percent, a trifle. In addition, I also have the option to receive suddenly up to 5,500 per month due to massive commercial revenues in Israel. In this dream, my cheapest option is a 15% trial, including the deduction of expenses. Fear that this is actually a depreciation. In other words, the situation here in Israel, in most cases, is preferable. Option and Walter accuracy. Very important point. Essentially, for the benefit of the Israeli investor, here I have the option to request a mortgage to finance the property with the means available to me here. That is for entertainment in Israel. They give 50% of the mortgage on a second property, 75% on a first one. And I have here an option to also recycle Rishkanet at a later stage. On the other hand, if I buy a property abroad, the banks don't know me. In most cases, I don't even have citizenship, background, or banking rating from the past. So all the money had to be brought from Israel, 100% financing for the benefit of an asset. And it's significant. With the same money here in Israel, I could probably buy 2 or 3 properties and mortgage them. Another thing, here in Israel, I'm familiar with the social norms. I know the public. I know what's allowed. I know what's forbidden. I understand what's expected of traders from me. And the things are very simple and clear. Abroad, each country has its own way of doing things. There are the known and accepted social norms, and those norms can cost me a lot of money. Just for an example, in many places, for every plug or the smallest repair, those norms can cost me a lot of money. The same property owner must pay, something that doesn't exist here in Israel. Another principle we have regarding the Israeli real estate market compared to abroad is the geographic proximity. In case something happens to the property, or if he's just standing or came to see how it's going, he takes that car. And within 1 to 3 hours, almost anyone can reach it from anywhere in the country. When I have a property overseas, accessing that asset is a bit more complicated for me, making it somewhat bearable. Additionally, it's also important to remember the additional costs of legal proceedings, surveyor fees, conversions, flights, something that could significantly increase the deal's cost for me. Nevertheless, the guy has numerous benefits in Israel for the right. For instance, in many places in the United States, there is a bottleneck regarding investment. In some places, there are imports of 15 and 17%. In contrast to the average in Israel, there are certain countries where the laws are very favorable towards property owners. For example, if the merchant doesn't change for me 1 month memories, on the same day, I can make it available. What one press did, also in Israel, it didn't happen. Here, the process is much longer, prolonged, and expensive towards the property owner. Another thing, foreign investors can receive tourist visa, investor visa. Each place has its own laws, and that's essentially how you open up for that. A person of means has the option to obtain a visa using various methods. Also, there are developing countries, and currently they are in a situation that they haven't reached their growth potential yet, and if I invest in them, within a few years, my investment could double or triple, for example, diversification or distribution. But of course, in every place where there is an opportunity, there is also a risk. We've examined the key points. My heart leans more towards our Israel, but everyone should do what they think is right. Be naive, but also be wise. Good luck.